feel that, as we now understand, there's more than just star beings here, like the shamans, we've got the Venetians, as I said, that are coming through to work with the Venus energy. We've also got the dragon energy, we've got the elemental energy, but on top of all of that now, we've got a new frequency coming through with each gateway, and that is sort of like a combination of the galaxies coming together and working in a whole sort of frequency. And that's why they have a panel called the Starseed Panel, and they are the leaders of each different sort of area of teaching on their planets, and they come through as coaches, and that's what we're working with today, because we have so many different aspects of ourselves. We're such old souls and been here so many times and been alive on other planets and things. It's now time for this, because remember, the whole ascension process is new to everyone, not just Earth. And so they've put this panel together to help the starseeds and the other beings of light on Earth to work in their mission, because it's getting more and more demanding, more and more difficult, and to stay focused and work with an aspect of yourself that you can get through and help others and be in service. So the Starseed Activation is the Starseed Council of the ninth galaxy. So they're of the ninth galaxy. So it's further away because it's safer for them to sit there on the panel. They're called the Starseed Activation Panel. So if you're in a position where you're getting stuck on something or you need support or help, always go back into that space and ask them, because they're like a life coach, but with love, light, frequency, and energy, and no programming. So they can help you, guide you, support you in a way life coaches do here on Earth. But of course, they have the programming, they have the whole matrix system behind them. Whereas when you go to the Starseed Activation Panel, of course, it doesn't have that. So they all came in, and there's 11 of them, and they sit on a panel, like a judging panel, you know how you'd see on a show, but it's a beautiful white table, because we're going there today. So it's a beautiful white table, but it's sort of like, the table to me looked like Tartarian. It was white, but Tartarian, with all the carvings and everything in it. So it had an aspect of every element of a star seed or a lifetime. So you had the Tartarians, you had the Atlantis, you had the Lemurian, plus you had all the other light codes and everything. And it was engraved in this table. So it was like a long white bench table with these spiral legs like that, and all up the legs and around the panel, and everything was just all light coded in different beautiful imagery. And the craftsmanship is beyond imagination, you know. And so they all sit there in these high type of chairs, and they showed me the chairs, and on the end of the chairs, so you've got your poles, that come down and become a leg. On the top are all these engraved symbols, and now the planet or the origin that they're representing. So you've got the blue rays, you've got the white beings, silver beings, and so forth. Palladians, Arcturians, Andromedans, just everything, elementals, and they've all got different symbols on each of their chairs, and of course their colouring. And they're not judging you, but it looks like that sort of panel, but they're actually inviting you in. It's beautiful space. Greetings, all beings of light and frequency. We come today to acknowledge the star beings of Earth and their journey, your journey of greatness that will change the universal planetary action for eternity. So I'll read that line again because it's powerful. So the change that you're here to do is the universal planetary action. So every planet has an action for eternity. So we're changing it, not just Earth, because it reflects out to all the other planets, because and galaxies, as Earth rises, so does the rest. So they say you are a part of a big program that ignites the new Earth that will impact many beings and other planets. So we're in a big program. We're in a big mission. We volunteered to be here and be part of this. It's huge. You are the brave ones. And they said in brackets, don't forget that. You are the gifted. You are the spectrum of not normal, but of God consciousness. So when you see someone say, oh, that child's not normal, they're on the spectrum, you just say, the God consciousness. They already got it. It's already there. They don't have to work for it. So we are part of the God consciousness because we were always outcasted. We had hard lifetimes. We were judged. We were criticized. We were put down. We were crucified for our belief system. And that is because they don't like the fact that we have what they call the God consciousness. You understand the law of oneness, the united heart frequency of greatness and all abilities of love light energy. So the spectrum children also have that, the spectrum people, because you unite in heart frequency, and that's why they go by, a lot of these go by feel. So do other origins. You come from planets where people come by the feel, the heart frequency. And they call that of greatness and all abilities of love light energy. So you have the ability of the love light energy within you. This is your gift to the world. This is who you are. So remember that. It's a powerful thing to be a light worker, to be here as a starseed, and understand that you have been gifted to the world. Your family gave you up. Your home gave you up to be gifted to the world, to be part of this big program. You are memory activation. You are origins of the galaxies, planets, and a representation of those that you originate from. We carry, we carry a lot with us. We carry the whole galaxies and planets and the representation of our families and our past ones that we've left behind. And, we get emotional when we feel that. We feel we're home. Like when I went back to Lemuria recently, I felt it. I felt it so much. And I feel it when I go back and see, I cry when Master Orbit comes through me and talks to me, because you're feeling that connection again. You're feeling that I'm home, they lent us to this program to be really part of this great progress. But the thing is, we did volunteer as well. You stand tall. You are the glow of light. You are the gentle soul. You are the giant of energy. You walk the grid to change. You become oneness with all that is. It's everything we know. We glow. They see our light. They see our gentleness. They see our energy, which is gigantic. And that's one thing I've always been told. Your energy field is a lot wider and a lot bigger than you think. And that's why we got the Merkaba given to us. You walk the grid of change. Well, we're changing the grid every time we walk on it and share our light codes. You become oneness with all that is through that. Oneness is greatness. Love is light. Light is source. Back to oneness. You create the loop back to source with oneness. Get that. Get your head wrapped around that. I was like, hang on a minute. That's when I had to get up and say, I'm going out for a walk to the beach because this is all too heavy for me. I can't cope. You've got to think it through, work through it to understand what they're saying. So oneness is the greatness. So once you've got that oneness understanding, that's just greatness. Love, true love, real love, not the fake matrix love of falling in love and having a twin flame and soulmate and all that kind of love. That's just a outside love. I'm talking about the true love of source love is what is the most powerful, and that gives you your light. The more you feel that love and oneness, the more light and brighter you become. Light is then your source. And he said that. Source said, I am you, you are me. We are all one. We become brighter. Back to oneness. You create a loop. So you're going up, back, up. You're all flowing in oneness to source. That's oneness. And I said, right, that's it. Got to go for a walk. Can't cope. Then I came in and started channeling again. We come in support of you knowing your memory and activation of who you are, your origins and your mission to Gaia. So they're coming in to support us. And this really threw me because I kind of thought, well, hang on a minute. How did you know that I knew that? But of course, they know everything about us. So you so loved Earth that you return to create the oneness once again, to free the souls that are truly light. Feel that. So we loved Earth on our lifetimes here so much. We enjoyed our time here. We understood the oneness that we wanted to create it again and bring it back to free the souls that are truly light here. And so what we're doing is gifting the freedom back into the oneness, which has been taken away, as we all know. When you discover your trueness, then your mission can be straightforward with direction of oneness. So when you discover your trueness, so who you truly are, everything becomes pretty straightforward. Direction of oneness. Then they said no blockages, no trauma. This is what we're clearing. Our trauma base, our blockages. No going without. You will never go without because you're trusting the oneness that will provide for you true abundance. You will trust your purpose and be the one you are meant to be. Let that sink in. And you know, it's true. Abundance is understanding that you'll always be provided for. You'll never go without. And, you know, trusting your mission, trusting where you're meant to be. And how many of us quit our jobs? How many of us resigned knowing that there was something better for us? There was a better understanding of something to come. And that is because that was the start of it. We were starting to understand our mission. We're starting to understand our trueness. We wanted to speak our truth. And once you're in that space, there's no stumbling blocks. It's just move forward with ease. When you see people struggling, they're not in their trueness. We are your coach to help you to remember who you are, all that you are. We will zoom in on your qualities to continue your mission in the highest form. So what they're going to do is they're going to zoom in on your qualities and they're going to help you make that into your highest form. So you've got gifts, you've got qualities, you've got talents, but they're really going to zoom in on the ones that are going to make you your highest form. They know because they've known you from before you were even here. So they know who you are. They know your trueness. We show you your power, gifts, and to be the starseed you are. We navigate the energies and frequencies with you to give you understanding, guidance, and support. So they're going to navigate you. They're going to help move you around, move you forward. They're going to work with you, beside you, and give you that guidance now because you're ready to hear it and see it and work in it and be your trueness. Firstly, we scan you for the purpose of clearing your field to refresh you to a new energy for the new timelines that will be demanding on your mission. So you're going to be scanned and cleared today of anything that's in your energy field so that your newness, clearness, and pureness. So they will scan you in this meditation and clear everything that's causing blockages or just anything that's just there, just in the debris area in your energy field. And I think that's why we've been doing this debris clearing internally as well, to prepare ourselves. Please ask for access to you and have the trust that we can help you at any time you ask. So you must give them permission to access you today. We love to support you always. We are the strength and security when you feel the need for support. So they will always be there. They'll be that strength for you to lean on. You know, how often do you say in this whole awakening and ascension process, it's lonely? You've got them now. Okay, so then we go into the activation, which is pretty powerful, which I haven't typed up yet, which I need to do. So to get the true activation and to understand it, I just ask you to close your eyes and picture that trueness of who you are. So try and envision what it is that you're gaining from this experience. Who is your trueness? Is it, an origin of planetary starseed? Is it someone that's walked here in the days of the very beginning of the beautiful beings of light that were just pure light? Was it the alpha beings, the black beings, the first very beginnings of Africa? Not Egypt, Africa. Africa was the first nation. Atlantis, Lemuria. Were you from the central sun, part of the Venetian bloodline? The Lyrians are coming in for the 8-8 gateway. Are you connected to them? And feel that energy of the dragon power that was here to protect Earth right in the very beginning. Feel the elementals that were part of Gaia's energy. They are her children. They are her babies. Feel that connection and see which trueness that sits comfortably with you. Activation. Come, dear ones, allow the Star Being Starseed Panel to guide and navigate you through the reality of who you are and the mission you assigned yourself to. Repeat these words. I am who I am. I am oneness, greatness of creation through love and light. And repeat that every day as often as you can. Remind yourself, I am who I am. I am oneness, greatness of creation through love and light. And then they give you this. I am the light to be seen. I am the love to understand. I am oneness of all that is, to find my connection to source. I am Starseed. I am true galaxy that I am within me. I am the origin of love, light, and understanding. I am gifted. I am the way it should be, the correction. And remember, you are leading the way. You are the way showers. You are the correction. As a starseed, I am divine presence of God. I am galactic lineage. I am my higher self. I am full consciousness. I am light of my love. I am love of my light. I am who I am. I am Starseed. I dissolve all contracts across time that was distorted by my starseed being. I dissolve all involvement of any darkness and clear my soul to the oneness of love, light, pureness of oneness with the source creator. I am cleared of all energies, entities that did not have consent or belong, or have been dissolved, destroyed, and left my energy field as I am pureness of oneness. Thank you in the presence of the Starseed panel and presence of God. So it is, so let it be. I am oneness, Starseed. Now let that feel in your heart. Let it become part of you. You have just cleared yourself and become pureness, oneness again to meet with the panel. Let me know how it feels as it comes in and flows. So you've dissolved a lot there, but you've also become mighty in who you are. I am in your lineage. As you feel it come in, make sure that you feel the clearing as well. Everything's falling away, all new, all fresh, all ready to reach the panel. Think of spring, rebirthing, new day. But you've also declared yourself of, if you've done anything wrong, it's forgiving. It's like, please take it all away from me now. I'm done with that. I'm ready to move forward into this mission as oneness, as trueness, as pureness I can be. Go to the Lemurian temples, and we were in this space. We were that oneness. And we used to stand there as source light, as beams of light. That's all we were in those temples. We became beams of light because we were just such oneness. Yeah, like I had really bad stomach pains. I was clearing something. I think I was clearing DNA stuff as well, because you think of all that debris that sits inside us, and that's the womb, that's where it all sort of accumulates. And so solar plexus, womb, heart space is all kind of connected. It's very close. So, it's going to work on us for the next few days. We do have to keep sort of working on it. That's what it's all about. Observing to work with others, because otherwise we don't know what the heck's going on. So that's why you have to be on top of everything at any given time and be aware of what's really happening. Not just so much the noise in the background over there, but dimensionally as well. So you have to sort of be in so many different places. And that's why I guess they've come through today to tell us that there's a certain aspect of yourself you need to work with now to work through this area, because there's so much coming. You may feel a frequency upon you. I feel like I need to sleep. You may feel an upgrade, emerging of energies or frequencies coming into you. You feel a certain part of you just coming online.